fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today with, I'm not sure what this video is going to turn into. I'm going to start with an unboxing, and we'll see. It may morph into something else, but we'll see. So you guys may remember, if you've watched the channel, that I did a while ago some tower testing with what I call the tower tray method. If you haven't checked it out, I will stick a link up there and you can go check that out. Watching that first might make a little bit more sense. So I'm looking always for ways to diamond paint faster, because that means I can bring you guys more content, and also I can finish up more things and I can diamond paint more, which is a win-win-win, right? So when I did the tower testing, I purchased a tower on Amazon and I used it. Now, silly me, I didn't measure for the trays that I was going to be using, and they didn't quite fit. If you remember from the video, I had to kind of remove some slots and everything. And I think I even mentioned in the video that after I was done with the testing, or while I was doing it, once I discovered the trays didn't fit, my husband had gone out and asked and searched around to see if he could find me a tower that would be better for the trays that I was using. Luckily for me, I was approached by Sanfurney, who is the company that made the first tower that I purchased, and they said, hey, we make this other tower, we think it will be a better fit, can we send it to you and you can test it out and let us know what you think? And I said, well, absolutely, because again, I'm always looking for ways to diamond paint faster, and I've had so many people tell me that this method saves them so much time, and I want it to work. So they very kindly sent me this new tower. This tower has 40 slots, and I happen to have 40 trays from CatProof trays, where I bought the diamond painting trays for my original test. And I did measure this time. They sent me the specs. I measured, and my trays should work perfectly. So I'm gonna unbox this and see. It's already open because my son can't resist. When I get boxes of things, he wants to open stuff, and I have to say, no, because I need to film that. So, all right, so it came very nicely packaged in this bubble wrap. Let me cut through the tape here so I can get into it. And this looks, it's gonna be just like the other tray that I got. You know, you just put it together and, you know, it just fits together. It's got grooves and everything. So I'm going to get it out of here. I'm going to look at the instructions, and then I probably will assemble it off camera. So be right back. All right, so now it's out of the bubble wrap, and here you've got the instructions. And they did tell me this comes with little non-skid feet that you can put on the bottom of it to keep it from sliding around on your table. So I thought that was awesome. And then it also comes with these 40 non-skid patches. I don't know what you call them, but just little patches that make them non-skid. So when you slip your trays in, they will kind of stay put, even if somebody bumps into the tray or whatever. So I thought between the feet and the little non-skid patches, that would probably be really good. So we've got our instructions here. So we've got our anti-slip pads for the bottom. We've got our anti-slip tape for the slots. So there's 40 of those. That's what I'm trying to say. And then the instructions are really pretty simple to follow. So I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to insert this anti-slip. If I decide to do that at a later date, I can always just pull these out and put them on then. I think for right now, I'm just going to leave everything as it is. I'm just going to put it together, and I'll leave these pieces for later. I'm actually thinking about moving where my diamond painting workspace is. As we get ready to move, pieces of furniture are going to be disappearing, and so I have more room to move things around, and I might move my table over to a window where it is currently not situated. So anyway, I'm going to assemble this. I'll keep filming. Maybe I'll add it as a speed run, or maybe I'll just cut. I don't know. Stick around and find out. All right, there you go. I got it all put together. That took me, what, maybe 5 minutes? And got some plastic pieces, or some, it's not really plastic. It's like a foam board. So some pieces floating around. But anyway, let me grab one of my CatProof trays, or several, and we'll see how this works. Okay, so I've grabbed my CatProof trays, and I'm going to test these with the lid on. Several of you suggested that I might have done better if I'd left the lids off. I hadn't done that because of the way they were, but anyway, so ta-da! They fit perfectly. Yay. And they've got this little cut in here so that, you know, I should be able to pull them out pretty easily. There's enough room for my fingers in there, especially if I leave the lids off. I did want to test and see how the Bella ones fit. Oh, they fit too. They stick up a little bit more because they're longer than the CatProof trays. The CatProof are just a little bit shorter, but that's okay. So it's going to work with my CatProof trays. And again, I'm probably going to leave the lids off of them just because I think that's going to be easier for me in the long run, just to also cut down on time. Okay, so a huge thank you to Sanfurney for reaching out and sending me this so that I can do some additional testing. Okay, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this test yet. I don't know when I'm going to get to this test, so we'll see. I'm hoping I can get to it pretty quickly so that I can actually, I don't know which one that's going to be for that yet. I have a couple in mind, but I don't know when I'm going to get to them, so that's in the back of my head. And also, I'm going to do the entire kit just from the tower method. Now, in that case, I'm not really going to be able to do a true one-to-one comparison unless I did the same kit twice, once this way and once the other way. But several people pointed out that, you know, working from the tower, well, working from any containers really, you get used to as you go through the kit, you know, where each color is located. And so having to hunt for that color is kind of lessened because you learn, you know, oh, this color is in this row or whatever. So I'm not sure how I'm going to approach that. Maybe I'll do the first half of the canvas using this method, and then I'll do the second half of the canvas using my regular method, and then we'll see. But I mean, I feel like I have a sort of baseline from my previous test, even though it was on a color blocking canvas. And, you know, I'll do all the same things. I'll try the single placing, which is what you're going to end up doing mostly on a confetti heavy canvas anyway. And I know roughly how long each of my release paper sections take me. So yeah, it should be interesting. Okay guys, so I have tested out the tower. I'm calling this a little mini test. So like I said, I got the 40 slot tower and it works. I don't know if it actually made me a ton faster. I didn't keep notes and everything the way that I did with my previous test. I'm going to be running another test. However, I have some other upgrades that I want to make first. So first, I finished this cute Muka picture. Isn't it cute? So this is going to count as my summer with the masters. Don't know if it would qualify, but I'm calling it my summer with the masters kit. So this is done, and I used the 40 slot tower to do it. And I will say, even though, like I said, I didn't do keep as many notes and keep as strict a track as I did with the previous tower test, it did seem to go a lot faster. Now, like I said, I don't have enough of the CatProof trays, and I actually ended up using these inexpensive ones that I got off of Amazon just because it was easier to label them and things and use these. After running the little mini test here with this kit, I do think it will make enough of a difference that I want to use it. However, the problem that I'm running into is my 36 slot tower was not big enough. The 40 slot tower is not big enough because most of the kits that I'm going to do that are going to be very confetti heavy are going to have more than 40 colors. I think Diamond Art Club usually tops out around 60, 65. So what I have done is gone out and done a little bit of research, and I found a tower like this one that will fit my CatProof trays, but is 75 slots. It's made to hold ink pads, but it's the same kind of tower. You know, it arrives flat packed. You put it all, kind of just slip it together. And the other thing that I'm going to like about it, I think, is that it is a little bit shallower than this particular tower. This one, my CatProof trays slide all the way in, and there's just a little bit where the cutout is here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Where the little cutout is here, there's like a little indent, but it's still kind of hard to get my fingers in there and pull out the CatProof trays. So the 75 one will have enough slots that I can use it for a larger canvas. should be able to use it for pretty much all of my canvases. I can't imagine that I'm going to have one that has more than 75 colors. And it is, like I said, a bit shallower, so when I go to pull these out, and it actually has more of an indent in the slots so that it will be easier to pull the CatProof trays in and out. Now, that does mean I need to order more CatProof trays, but I'm willing to do that, and I will probably be placing another order for additional trays. Until then, I can use these inexpensive ones that I got from Amazon. But yeah, after just kind of running this little test, a kit like this would normally take me a little more than 8 hours. It actually took under 8 hours. So, and it was probably pretty confetti heavy. And in fact, there were several times where I was like, oh, I've missed a color, and I could just pull out the tray, plop down a drill, and I was good to go. So once it's a bigger painting and I have more colors, I do think it will make an impact on my time. So I definitely want to try it. So I want to get the 75 slot tower that's a little bit shallower, order some additional trays, and then I'm going to do it with a much larger kit, and I'm going to run another test and see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to do, well, I'm not exactly sure how the test is going to run, but I'm going to do another one. But I want to upgrade the equipment a bit first. So that's what I'm looking to do. So I want to get that 75 slot tower, and I will stick a link to both this 40 slot one and the 75 one down below, because I'm going to look at those. I know I could get them 3D printed from other places, but these are pretty inexpensive. And just on the off chance that these are not exactly what I want, then it's less expensive to try them out and not be happy with them than it is to go the other route. So that's what I'm going to do first. So that's where I'm at, guys. I got to finish my little muka. I got to test out my little tower here. Again, a big thanks to Sanfurney for sending it to me. I'm going to see if I can upgrade to the 75 slot tower and get that done. And then I have a confetti heavy canvas in mind, and then I will hopefully be able to test that out. It probably won't be for another several months. I've got lots of other content and things to get through first. Summer is always busy, but yeah, be looking for it. So there is my kind of mini tower test, I guess. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video, guys. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.